Have Israeli airstrikes reduced Iran's influence in Syria? Iran has in recent decades succeeded in building a network of allies and proxies among Middle Eastern countries, including Syria, Yemen, Lebanon, and Iraq that advance Iranian interests against those of other rivals, particularly the US, Saudi Arabia, and Israel. Despite being slapped with US and UN sanctions, the Shia-majority country has made milestone achievements in military industrialization, developing its long-range missile capabilities, and relying on allies within its traditional areas of influence in Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, and Yemen. So, Tehran has been gradually posing a threat towards the decades-old American strategy of protecting Israel and ensuring the latter's military edge over all countries in the region. Israel, alarmed by Iran's growing influence, has adopted a counter-strategy since the Arab Spring events to limit its rival's presence in Syria and Lebanon, countries Tel Aviv considers pivotal to its existence and national security. One of the most threatening Iranian tools to Israeli security is the Hezbollah group in Lebanon. With the support of Iran, the paramilitary group has expanded its activities to Yemen, Iraq, and Syria, including in areas south of Syria, the Dara and Quneitra provinces that border Israel. Several Israeli officials have hinted at the possibility of carrying out military action against Tehran to prevent it from acquiring a nuclear bomb. In the last 4 years, regime-controlled areas in Syria have come under frequent Israeli attacks targeting sites and military bases used by regime forces and Iran-backed militias. Through such attacks, Israel seeks to prevent Iran's advanced weapons from reaching its borders, something the Israeli Defense Minister Benny Gantz is worried will change the rules of the game. Israel believes that more attacks on sites linked to Iran's activities in Syria are crucial in disrupting arms and ammunition shipments and preventing the development of weapons at sites on Syrian territory. In an evaluation of the Israeli Army's performance during 2022, the Army confirmed that it had struck dozens of targets in Syria, 3 in Lebanon, and more than 100 Israeli naval operations in the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea. Israel fears that a limited strike on Iranian nuclear reactors may lead to temporary disruption of the program, but it will not lead to an end to its threats to Israel.